Hi, everybody. Old Dynamite here, the voice of Bishop Promotions, coming to you one more time. We are live tonight at the historic Hirsch Coliseum here in beautiful Shreveport, Louisiana. And ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing out the vicious vixens of MMA. That's right, women warriors take the cage tonight at AKA 12. And standing next to me right now, representing 10th Planet Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from San Antonio in the great state of Texas, here is Taylor T-Pain Pace. Taylor, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited to get back in the cage. It's been a year for me, so this is a really great opportunity.
So, Taylor, what do you know about your opponent you're taking inside the cage tonight?
Well, I know that she likes to clinch and she likes to pressure forward into the cage. And
so you got a little bit of an idea of what she likes to do inside of the cage. What do you have planned as far as to counter that and make yourself the victor here tonight?
you know, I just kind of game planned around knowing that it will probably go to the ground and go to the cage, defense off of the cage, and just trying to keep it in the center.
And what have you been working on here in these last few weeks, really trying to tighten things up? Have it been more of a focus on cardio and conditioning, or has it been skill sets to get you ready for this fight?
You know, it is a lot of cardio for me, but a lot of skills too. You know, we do specific training for specific positions that we think we're going to get caught in, so we've done a lot of preparing for that.
Well, it sounds like she is ready to roll here tonight at AKA 12. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes on this one. She's known as T-Pain, Miss Taylor Pace, coming in from the great state of Texas. Here going to get it done tonight at AKA 12. And I am standing right next to Miss Queen Nut Butter, the one and only Annette Nichols. Annette representing Team 515 from right there in Longview, Texas. And tonight, Miss Nichols, you have got a championship opportunity on your hands. How does that feel?
Feels great. It's a long time in the workings. I mean, we've known about this since about March, so we've been training for this for a long time. So I think we're both ready.
And it's a long overdue opportunity for you. Always one of the most popular fighters every time you step inside the AKA cage. And you talk about bringing the action to back up all the fanfare. Queen Nut Butter here gets it done. Miss Nichols is a fire plug inside the cage. Now, Annette, what do you know about your opponent tonight? Have you done anything special as far as game planning for her, or just getting yourself ready overall like you always do?
For the most part, I do get myself ready just like I normally do. I work on my grappling and my takedown defenses and takedowns, just the normal stuff, kickboxing. You know, I'm a mixed martial artist, and that's what I love about the sport. You know, I've been doing some judo, but that's mostly because I just like wanted to add something new into my game that's fun, and just kind of helps me remember what I love about the sport, which is to just do something different, to just really test my body and learn about all the different mixed martial arts and opportunities. So that's the only really big difference that I've done this time around. It was judo.
Old Dynamite, a huge fan of judo, seonagi, oronagi, all the great throws incorporated there with. Could help really to change your game a little bit here. Now, you guys have a brand new gym out there, Team 515, world-class facility. How does that enjoy? How has that helped you prepare for this fight, having all those new toys to play with?
Oh, it's been great. We have so much more space. That's the big thing. So we have a lot more options to break into smaller teams and work on specific stuff that fighters want to work on to get ready for fights, or just in general to get ready for things that they want to work on, or just, you know, we have some people that just do it for fun. And so that's really nice to just break free from the stress of, you know, preparing for a fight and help somebody else that's like trying to come up in this sport or learn the sport, and, you know, kids and, you know, people that are just doing it to get in shape, things like that. So it's been really fun.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, up for the Women's Bantamweight Championship here tonight. Queen Nut Butter, Annette Nichols. She is locked, cocked, and ready to rock for action here at AKA 12.
£135 female title fight on the line right now. Annette Nichols, Taylor Pace.
Here we go, Dan. These two young ladies are one of a kind, sure to blow your mind. They might even put a double wiggle in your behind, but they are looking for bantamweight gold here tonight at AKA 12. And we start off quick. Annette Nichols letting those right hands go. Taylor Pace looking to change directions a little bit. Can't find anywhere. Nichols is pushing her back. Here comes the right leg kick out of Taylor Pace. And Nichols just firing away with that right jab. Solid punching from Annette Nichols. Queen Nut Butter, as she's called by her teammates.
Annette Nichols looking really sharp, firing that straight right hand, and that's a good play against the southpaw. Both, anytime you stand in open stance against another fighter, both people are at risk for that big power punch, and Annette Williams staying really, really busy with it.
Dude, she has the cardio to keep this up. I don't see what Taylor's going to be able to answer that. I mean, it's a relentless in her face. Like, there's not much room to counterpunch there.
And Nichols just bringing the ones and twos, man, right there to Pace, backing her up, fires the kick that time to Nichols. Now T-Pain going to try to answer and eats a right hand for her attempt.
I got to say, though, Taylor Pace, keeping a good game face on, and even though the punches are coming and the pressure is being applied, she's there for it.
Well, she's definitely keeping that chin down, and even though she's being forced to back up, like you said, she's not running. She's still in there. She's fighting. She's giving it right back when she can.
So now maybe that Rocky Balboa style of strategy here. Can she weather the storm, let Annette kind of punch herself out, and then come back in the later rounds?
It'll be interesting to see because Annette Nichols definitely a crazy high pace throughout this fight. I mean, I wonder what the punch count is here. But doing a great job here, Taylor Pace. Even though kind of on the rough end of things, she's in the fight. She's still there.
Yeah, that punch count's probably higher than my public school education can count right now, Danger, because she is letting them fly, is Annette Nichols.
It looks like Taylor Pace scored a body kick that actually hurt because Annette Nichols is kind of grimacing here, and you see how she's keeping that right hand tucked to her body. I think that is a telltale sign that Taylor Pace scored.
And Pace just landed two right down the pipe to the chin of Nichols. Now we see Taylor Pace coming on late here in the first.
Taylor Pace is super smooth, and she's picking up that kick, not only going to the body, but going up high. So let's see if she's able to catch Annette Nichols in transition here. Nice high kick again.
Yeah, I have a feeling the 30 seconds end up in this round, and we go to the second round, and we see a more tit-for-tat style stand-up.
Annette Nichols doing a great job. You got to applaud, the type of fight she's fought thus far. But Taylor Pace, really strong, really solid, and she's not been shook yet.
If I'm Taylor Pace, I'm feeling pretty good right now. I've weathered the storm. I've taken what she's got to offer, and now I'm coming back with some of my own.
Absolutely. Let's have a conversation about how both lady fights tonight have been incredible.
Structured.
I mean, yeah.
Very structured, very disciplined.
That's right, so here we are in between round number 1, round number 2, on the way, a.k.a. 12. Danger, Dan, and Dynamite, the triple D of doom on the commentary table here tonight. It has been a great fight thus far. We've seen Annette Nichols. She came out hot with the heavy hands, letting the ones and twos fly. T-Pain, Taylor Pace, weathered the storm, kept her game plan, kept her composure out there, Danger. And now you see her starting to come back late in the first. Let's see how she starts round 2.
I got to think Taylor Pace feels good about how that round ended. She certainly was able to take a little bit of the momentum there.
So this might be all the same, but here's your personal preference. You have Taylor who wants to stand, and you have Nichols who wants to sit. What's your take on the difference between rounds? Do you some prefer stand, sit? I mean, what do you think the benefits of that are?
I think it's just hard thus far to keep up. Annette Nichols is doing such a good job with her pressure. It's hard to say. She's been the cleaner of the strikers, though. As you see when she comes back, her motions are super smooth.
That's twice Nichols has been successful with that double left jab and then the body kick.
And it looks like a jab, but it's actually a cross she's throwing. She's just pumping it out there like it is a jab. Man, these ladies are really going after it. Impressive work.
Wow, how Nichols slipped that right in there. Very nice, very nice.
And once again, I'm a personal fan favorite of this. Very orthodox, hands in, tight, chin down. I mean, she eats up, absorbs all those high kicks. I don't think any of those have really done any big damage from Annette to Taylor.
Same. And you can even, Annette's doing such a great job of keeping the pressure, but you can see on her face.
It's weighing.
She's wearing the greater damage, and here she is still scoring big, good shots, but because Taylor Pace is so technical and sound with her hand positioning, I don't think she's eating these punches as well. Now we see some blood trickling down the nose.
Yeah, and that's a big question too, right? Taylor lands the more affirmative, heavy shots, and that's definitely got the quantity of shots, and which one was more important to the judges?
Yeah, it's hard to say at this point. I would have to give the edge to Annette Nichols
Absolutely.
thus far, just because she's applied so much pressure. But as the last round waned, we were able to see Taylor Price take advantage and kind of take some momentum. Let's see if that plays out this round.
See some blood starting to trickle from the nose of T-Pain. Taylor Pace. Annette Nichols still backing her up.
Ooh,
nice high kick from Pace. Here comes Annette Nichols letting those hands go again. Got to push it to the corner. Pace is in
Good
trouble.
amount of blood coming from her nose there.
Again, Annette just putting the volume on T-Pain, and she's doing a great job of shelling and making most things miss, but you got to slip a punch every now and then. You can't just absorb these things with these small gloves. You'll start to wear the damage on your face, and we're kind of seeing that. Great fight, though, by both ladies. What a scrap.
Oh, no, this is awesome. I mean, everybody talks about want to see two people stand in the pocket and bang. I mean, you don't get more than that. That's what they're doing.
And I got to say, Annette has made huge improvements, because I fancied her more of a grappler, and now here she is going toe-to-toe with a girl who's clearly an excellent striker and holding her own. Won the first round. Looks like she's winning this round, but then you see the brilliance of Taylor Pace just come out.
Yeah, I think Annette's got a good game plan where she's just not giving Taylor an opportunity to really execute her game. Because if she did, I think that Annette would be wearing more of the bloody nose.
And you see how Annette's now, she stopped throwing that straight right, and now she's throwing an uppercut, and she's finding a home for it. She's just changing the trajectory of what punches she's throwing. Just a small adjustment, but an effective one.
My thoughts exactly, Danger. I really like when she started throwing those uppercuts to finish out that combo run. And like you said, when she changed to the uppercut to finish that combo, really started to find success there. Landed some nice shots all up in the mush of T-Pain Taylor Pace.
I just got to say that this group precision jiu-jitsu, man, their fighters look sharp.
Oh, they brought some great.
They can strike, they can grapple, and I mean a team to kind of look towards here in the future. Should be fun to see who else comes out of that stable.
So at the moment, I have 2 rounds to 0 for Nichols. I'm thinking Taylor's going to have to come out and finish this fight to win.
I agree, and like you said, just a great game plan from Annette Nichols, just coming out, applying the pressure, nonstop, looking good so far. I've got her up 2 rounds to none.
You know, it's odd. I think they've equally absorbed and given out as much damage to each other, but because of the volume of strikes and the pressure by Nichols, exactly, guys, she's up 2 rounds to none right now.
You can't deny the punch count.
I mean, if you're looking at this as a health bar on the video game type deal, I think they're about even, but again, Nichols winning both first rounds.
Agreed.
And here comes Nichols again, letting him go, lands that body kick right to the solar plexus, keeping the chin tucked, leading out with that left jab, fires up 2 rights that time. Nichols just doing great with that boxing style stance, lead foot forward, leaning into it, keeping the chin ducked. Here comes T-Pain battling back, face covered in blood is Taylor Pace, and Annette Nichols still striking away.
You know, Annette Nichols, she's doing a great job of controlling the outside leg, and you see how she's keeping that outside containment, and because of that, her right hand lines up right on Taylor Pace's nose. And anytime you're fighting southpaw orthodox, that's the battle that's taking place. Who's keeping that outside foot position? And thus far throughout this fight, it's been Annette Nichols. She's done a great job.
I mean, Nichols is teaching striking high-level stuff. This is 102 striking here, not 101. And now you see Pace really starting to dwindle here. That's it. Stan McCandless's going to step in and call this one.
I think Taylor was hurt to the body is what it looked like there. What an excellent fight by both ladies. I mean, wow.
I'm impressed. I mean, I think when Annette finally has to turn pro for a 5-minute round, the game plan's going to have to change. But, man, at the amateur level, I mean, she was halfway through the 3rd round, still pushing hard. I mean, she's got the gas tank.
Very impressive. Anytime you see girls thriving at this level, you got to think that they can go to the next level and have success as well. And both these girls, great competitors. Both girls, great skill sets. You got to give it to Annette Nichols. What a performance.
Absolutely, and to give respect's due, let's go ahead after Dynamite does this.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 1 minute in the 3rd and final round, declaring your winner and new AKA Women's Bantamweight Champion. Here is Queen Nut Butter, Annette
Nichols.
Yeah.
There we go.
Great moment for Annette Nichols receiving her purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and an AKA strap simultaneously. What a night. What a night.
Yeah, man, that's a definitely, she's got to be high on life right now.
What a scrap. What a scrap.
Yeah, definitely impressed. One thing I want to definitely give some respect to, I was going to say before Dynamite gave the winner out there, was Taylor getting pushed back in the second round, like eating punches. And as soon as the flurry stopped, you know, she lifted her chin a little bit and she returned fire. I mean, she spent 2 rounds eating countless punches and she was still ready to step right back in and give it right back.